Alright, we are going online now. Hi everyone, can you hear me? Okay, so far no one is with us yet. So wait. Okay. Salam, salam. So we have two viewers. How is my voice, guys? Okay. Seyfosh. Hello, Seyfosh. Okay, voice is fine. Okay, is my voice clear, guys? Alright, we have 3 viewers so far. UFO, but now we are down to 3, not bad. We will crack on in 1 minute.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of light heavyweight action between Roy Jones Jr. and Bernard Hopkins. Roy Jones Jr.'s entrance here.
Fight them.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done.
Okay, we are now down to 5. So hello everyone, it's me again for it, doing an experimental streaming. So what I decided to do, I'm gonna play the video games, bring review of my, let's say, creative endeavors. Today, I'm gonna give an overview of 3 latest films I watched. These are Saltburn, directed by Emerald Farrell, Dream Scenario, directed by Norwegian filmmaker Christopher Borghild, and the third one is last year's Palme d'Or winner Anatomy of the Fall, directed by Justin Trier. Okay, so we're gonna start with Salam Mitat Salam. We're gonna start with Saltburn. This is the latest film I watched. I literally watched it yesterday. Any questions, anything, just jump on the chat. I'm gonna speak exclusively in English, but I know a lot of comrades are supporting me from Azerbaijan. Bağrıma basarım. Okay, and by the way, I'm playing on the hardest level, and probably Hopkins is gonna beat my ass. Alright, Saltburn. So this is the second feature film of Emerald Fenner. She won the Oscar for Best Original Scenario, Best Original Script back in 2020 for a film called Promising Young
Well, let's
Woman.
talk about what kind of fight
So
this
that
could
one
end up
was
being,
a
because
dramatic
as far as
art
we see it,
house,
both
but
guys
this
are
time
really committed to the
she
cause here.
made
They want
a
it.
real
Hey, look, the
thriller
old friends would say
and
these
black
guys are
comedy
harder to
vibe.
miss than they are to hit.
This is a very good film, very interesting film, starring Barry Keoghan, Rosamund Pike, Richard Grant and others. So simply put, it's the story of a boy who studies at the Oxford, eventually befriends the coolest guy of the university, and that guy, Felix, offers him to stay with his family during the summer at the location called Saltburn, one of the, let's say, exquisite areas in UK. Character's name is Oliver, so quite dramatic film, quite funny, and quite disgusting indeed, because in my late mind I haven't seen such disgusting scenes for a very very long time. But meanwhile, although they are, okay, there's a comment to turn down the volume of the game, just a second. Okay, although the film is quite disgusting, meanwhile, is it better now? Let's see. Meanwhile, it is quite funny film, even though it is disgusting. So, I'm gonna talk about the screenplay, I'm gonna talk about the direction, acting, and overall production design and editing. So, we will start with script. Black comedy, 2 hours long, 6-7 different characters. It is Ciao Dadiko. It is quite well balanced story, so there is a lead Oliver, but secondary characters like Foley, like Felix are quite good. There is a girl called Venetia, Felix's sister, so, and Rosamund Pike's character is very good. It is a social commentary, satire on the luxury life and how poor people, lower class people, stream to become, let's say, part of the higher class in a day-to-day life. It's called Saltburn. It's also the fact that how these people have everything, but due to the little things they start to burn, like salt added to the blood. So this is part of additional social commentary as well. Film made basically via the use of static shots. They are not so long, they are quite like 30 to 40 seconds. Lots of close-ups, probably lots of natural lighting, no artificial lighting. Production design is smooth. Costumes are very good, particularly the color palette, like blue and yellow. As you know, blue is a color of the confidence, peace, yellow is a color of the anxiety, and there is always mix of the characters' colors, costumes they are wearing. This is a good attribute. There is no particular music score, but there is a repetitive tones which brings an atmosphere to the film. I don't want to give you a lot of spoilers, but that atmosphere of the film is very important, and when you watch it, try to just get into the character's mind, because that's a very interesting revelation, and ending of the film reminded me a bit Usual Suspects, where everything is connected, so there is a beautiful twist. A little bit about Barry Keoghan, the guy who played Joker in the latest Batman. I think this guy has a potential to become next Leonardo DiCaprio. Very talented guy, and this film, together with Ancients of Inisherin, provided him a new ground to further demonstrate his talent, not like playing a stupid kid in Dunkirk of Christopher Nolan. So this is a very very good step up for the guy. Editing, the film is edited via standard Eisenstein style editing method, so there are long cuts, there are smooth shortcuts, there are close up, after it there is a big shot, full shot, so it's very standard Hollywood style filmmaking done by phenomenal. I like it, simple and beautiful. Not excellent on technical scale, but very well done and amazing film for one night. If I could give a review to that film, I would probably give it something 8 out of 10. 2 points extracted due to some pacing issues. Film could last 110 minutes instead of 127, but again, that's my subjective opinion. If you have seen the movie, put your comments down. If you have any questions, please bring them on. So this is definitely a good recommendation to watch. 8 to 7 for Saltburn, and we move to the next film. Guys, is my voice clear? Excuse me.
You want this fight? Then let's get moving.
Okay, I see some
Well, let's look at
activity
Teddy's
on the
scorecard
chart.
through 3 rounds.
Jehon, how is the sound? Is it better now?
Scoring with that
Ah, we are 7 people already. My personal record, people are watching my ass being kicked by Bernard Hopkins. Okay. We go to the second film, Dream Scenario. This is a film made by Studio A24, one of the most successful independent film studios of last 10-15 years. Produced by Lars Knudsen, it's Danish producer, very successful. The guy worked with Ari Aster, Robert Eggers and many more other A24 film productions. So this is a fantasy film starring the one and the only one, Nicolas Cage. Film starts with the professor, with biology professor, appearing in most of the people's dream. The professor played by Nicolas Cage. So everyone starts to see him. He's a very boring guy, has nothing important, nothing meaningful in his life. He's a very shy guy and quite a loser. But after the fact that everyone starts to see him in a dream, he becomes a phenomenon. He becomes a part of product endorsements, and his life presumably starts to get better. This is very interesting. Another black comedy with horror elements and some really tough dramatic elements throughout the second to third acts. The film directed in a very simple way. Equipment is quite cheap, honestly. Shots are not that much static, that they are not that much stylish as with Saltburn. It could be done, I guess, on a better level, but again, A24 is an independent studio. They have limited budget, and lately they lost a lot of money also due to the Beau is Afraid epic film done by Ari Aster, so I guess this is part of their business. So shots are quite dynamic, quite shaky. I don't really like it, but it's okay for a film, considering that film's pacing is quite slow. That shaky comes, additional shakiness gives some form of dynamics, some form of the rhythm to the film. Script is very interesting, idea is very original. Everyone starts to see you in their dreams. You become a phenomenon. Okay, honestly, who wouldn't like to be that person if there is an opportunity? Execution is pretty standard. First 2 acts are good, but then film gets, let's say, quite standard. There is no particular technical achievements, there is no particular artistic achievements, except the fact that Nicolas Cage lately has redeemed himself on a great scale with unbearable talent, and now with this one and with other projects, film where he played Dracula. So Nicolas Cage is back on the top, and I'm glad that he started to do good films. This is a huge step up for Nicolas Cage. This film has got very good bound about the human relations, about the family, how kids seeing their parents as a heroes, as a leaders, also how kid can perceive parents as an enemy. So really worth it, try. Okay, there is a one comment about Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Cage is not really that much expensive actor for one lately, considering that last 30 films of Cage generally are very low budget BC class movies. Cage is not really that much demanded actor anymore, but I assume he got something around 3 to 5 millions as a standard rate for A or XA type actors. For example, Bruce Willis was getting 5 million for every film he was appearing. All the video on demand, direct to video films, all these stupid action films he made in the last 15 years. He earned 3 to 5 million from each of them, and I guess Cage has the similar paycheck. Also consider the fact that Cage was much more bankable star in early 2000s than Bruce Willis. Okay, so dream scenario, as it's from name, is a dream scenario. I definitely suggest it to the people who are in good mood to watch it, because this film can really affect your mood. It is black comedy, but it's mostly sad film, particularly if you are a man. It has some masculine male topics as well, so not a bad film. One time would be enough. There is no particular music, there is a beautiful ending. There are some really quick cuts, quick shots, so film is made with limited budget, that's why they used all the footage they have got. Sound in comparison to the Saltburn is very poor. There is a lot of diegetic background sounds which is not really very well worked. Again, budget issues, also the fact that director Christopher Burgoli, it's his third feature film. Until now he only did 2 local Norwegian films which were not really internationally distributed. But this is a pure art film, much more artistic in comparison to Saltburn, which has appealed to general mainstream audience as well. Okay, we have another comment. Nice people, nice game, best gamer, take it. Okay, thank you very much Kaladin, I know who you are. Much appreciated. Nazar alsak ki trolllar bizim ülkede çoktan modlu. That's a good approach guys, I like it. Alright, so I would rate Dream Scenario 7 out of 10, and I would definitely not rewatch it after the initial screening. Now we go to the third film, which is Anatomy of the Fall. The film got Palme d'Or, sorry, at Cannes in May, directed by Justin Trier, starring French-German actress Sandra Hüller as a main star of the film, directed in 3 languages, French, German and English simultaneously. Very unique project, and film has got real soul of the Hunt, done by Thomas Winterberger 10 years ago almost, starring Mads Mikkelsen. So this is a pure thriller drama, this is a court case thriller. There is a family of 2 writers. There is a son with almost full impairment of the eyesight due to the accident. Family decides to move to France from London, and in France they stay on the mountains. It's a windy, snowy area. There is not much people around. Son goes out with his dog, he comes back and he finds his dad dead on the ground. Obviously fell from the balcony. All the evidences showing that his mother Sandra, main character, killed his father, and that's how court case starts. Again, with the soul of the hunt, artistically very well done film. I have never seen any film to use 3 different languages on an equal scale in a such beautiful manner. Very good. Probably the latest film with this ability was Inglorious Bastards, which was done by Tarantino 15 years ago. That film had numerous language accents within it, and it was done on a beautiful level. Best thing about the film, it's almost 2.5 hours long, but you don't feel it. Film flies. Characters are very rich. Story is very real. Story can happen with each of us. By the way, guys, I am actually winning the game. So story can happen to each of us. It's really man and woman, male, female drama. Every family can experience it. It's very real. And technically, it was done on limited budget, but the way it was staged, the use of lighting, the use of the natural lenses, close-up, wide shots, everything's done on a perfect manner. So this is not an expensive film, probably again much cheaper than Saltburn, but this is the most skillful in terms of the direction among all 3 we discussed today. Script is very good. I feel very ashamed that it didn't go to the Oscars because, as you know, or as you may heard, Justin Trier is a huge criticizer of the President Macron, so French government decided not to put this film on Oscars. Ouch! I got a hit from Hopkins and I'm going to knock down. So French government decided not to put the film on the Oscar long list this year. Seyfosh, I'm gonna answer you shortly after. And at the result, another film which also was quite highly appreciated by the critics when is going to represent France in Oscars this year. So, film has mix of static and dynamic shots. It's very standardly made European art house film. So camera is obviously not really expensive. It follows the character from the shoulder, from the close-ups. This is typical European film where most of the things are done via lighting and performances and close-ups, of course. So this is European film made for Cannes and it deserves really good recognition at the Cannes. What's bad about the film? Not bad, but let's say on my subjective view, what I really didn't like about the film, the ending message of the film is not similar to the Hunt of the Winterberger. It is different. It's open for interpretation, but it also justifies some level of crime and violence. I didn't really like that fact, but overall that's what happens in real life as well. Court system, it shows the European court system on a very good, let's say, colors. It is fake, it's very subjective, and European court, European justice is very biased, as we see with all the stuff happening in Ukraine and in Israel. So everything has double standards, and this film demonstrates it on a very, very good level. What else could I say about this film? So the fact that it is artistic film, it's an art house, it's also very good thriller. So anyone who liked 12 Angry Men, who likes Network, 2 films of Sidney Lumet, definitely should give it a try. And I highly suggest you guys to watch it in original language, so English, German and French. Okay, I'm again going to knock down now, because when you watch it with 3 languages, with the subtitles, it gives you the feel, it gives you the fact of the language barrier and how it affects communication, particularly in critical times such as court, in our day-to-day life. And that's pretty much it. I don't have really anything else to say about 3S film or any others. If I give a score to this film, I will definitely give anything between 8 to, oh my god, I will go again to knockdown. 8 to 9. Okay, I'm in a good mood and I just went to the third knockdown, so I will give it 8.5. There's a question from Seyfosh. So Seyfosh, among all these three, personally I enjoyed Saltburn most. I laughed, I thought, I liked the picture, I liked the style, but I think the most powerful, the best one among all three is the Anatomy of the Fall. And that's it for today. Coincidentally, I just went to the knockout and I completed quick overview of all three films within my match against Bernard Hopkins. Any questions, guys? Anything? Please bring on. This is my first, let's say, big stream. All comments are welcome, all feedback is welcome. I'm just trying to do it to monetize the overall twitching process, to get new stream of the followers, to reach more people. I'll do in parallel podcasts, live videos as well. As most of you know me, I really decided to move to these creative processes because I'm getting older, time is limited, and I think I should do something. It's either now or never. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna switch to my own language, my native tongue right now. Nətər idi, deyin görək. Bağlayıram streami. Kommentlərinizi görmürəm uşaqlar. Belə, hər kəsə təşəkkür vaxtını ayırdığı üçün. YouTube'a da yükləyəcəm bunu. Oradan da bölüşüb dəstək olacağınızı gözləyirəm. Bugünlük bu kadar. Birazdan da olabilir Uncharted yayımlayayım. Bekar olsuz, açıp telefonda qırağa koyarsınız aparaturanı, işte bu şey olsun. Orada özü için view geçsin. Fərman çox sağ ol. Ceyhun sən də sağ ol, ürəksiz. Kaladin Alaxtar səninlə streami bağlayandan sonra danışacağım. İlayis da dayoğludur. Onunla danışmağa ehtiyac yoxdur. Belə. Ürək qoymağa, reaction verməyi unutmayın. Kitab alın, ay sağ ol. Kaladin Alaxtar həm də bizim nəşriyyat partnyorumuzdur. Çox gözlənilən bir şeydir. Bu qədər uşaqlar. WhatsApp'da da daha detallı feedback sizdən gözləyirəm. Hər kəsə təşəkkürlər.